Good morning! It is Friday, January 27th. Remember how earlier in my New Year's resolutions video I said I wanted to try to get my work out there more, like get some of my photography into an art show? And so what I've been wanting to do for a while now is I want to try to see if I can get some of my photographs into a gallery, right? I want to see if I can get my photographs into an art show. I want to get it in front of people. Well, I did it. I'm an artist! Got a photograph in the show, man, at Artworks. Coming out this Friday is the opening reception. You can go see Love is Blindness at the big art show. That's right, it's the big one. So big. Welcome to your morning Schmiel. It's your morning Schmiel, boo doo 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 doo. Good day! Yeah! Photography's tough, man. The image is not what it used to. The digital revolution has killed the cultural currency of pictures. And the advent of digital cameras is a huge culprit of that. Now pictures can be easily mass-produced, right? Point at a thing, click a button, boom, you got a picture. You can do it hundreds of times in an hour. And the internet's filled with them, recreating them endlessly, putting them in front of your face 24/7. These days, a beautiful picture isn't enough, man. You gotta do something more, right? How do you stand out in just the sheer noise of pictures? Photography as a medium just lends itself to mass production. Even before digital, you could still reproduce prints of a film almost endlessly, right? It is fundamentally different than other visual mediums, right? Other kinds of creative work, everything's conjured. Everything on that canvas was a decision, right? It was there for a purpose, it was decided. Photography, you're kind of oftentimes stuck with what you have. You're not inventing the world, right? Sometimes things just kind of wander in, right? What photography is a perspective and a moment. You're given the world. You're choosing from what angle to look at it, right? While in painting, you're creating the world itself. And that way, photography is a lot like, real life. You're stuck with the world. You don't get to decide what's in the world. All you can do is navigate in it. You can change some things, you can move some things around, but ultimately, what you get is what you get. What you have is what's there to work with. And so I kind of feel like making a good photograph is kind of like living well, in the sense that you're kind of choosing what's worth remembering, right? Trying to find some kind of unique angle. It's a moment. It's a moment, frozen, captured in a frame. Photography is choosing which moments are worth remembering. And if you want to elevate it to, a fine art, it's also choosing which moments are worth sharing. Not just something you have a personal connection with, but a moment that anyone can feel connection with, or at least a wide swath of some people can see that and can see that and connect. Which moments are profound? Which moments are unique? And finding an angle to position yourself in that moment. And finding an angle to position yourself in that moment that no one had even considered before. Or ever taken the time to do. I kind of feel like a major aspect of photography, of being good at it, is almost kind of like being able to recognize talent, right? It's not just being able to take a good picture, it's being able to go through the hundreds that you've taken and being able to point out which ones are really worth something. You can't put them all out there, man. No one's going to go scroll through an album of 300 images, right? You got to pick 2. Which ones are good? Not just which ones are good, which ones are worth standing out from the noise. I feel like that's your first job as a photographer, is to, or at least I feel like that's one of your main jobs as a photographer, is to try to help make that decision, just with your own work. So anyways, those are some thoughts on what makes good photography. which is, awfully pretentious for me to wax poetic on, considering how I've only ever gotten one photograph in a show ever, and it was like yesterday. So, nonetheless, I still got ideas and thoughts and opinions on art. That's my vibe on it. That's my take. I don't know. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Am I crazy? There's a lot more to it. Just some ideas. Anyways, this has been your morning Schmiel. See you tomorrow. Oh, go check it out at Artworks. Opening receptions Friday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. or maybe 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sometime Friday night. Mine's called Love is Blindness, and it was taken during a hurricane, and I want to make a video on it. I stormed out into the storm and sat there on that rainy street beneath the street light, taking pictures of some interesting graffiti that spoke to me in the middle of the storm. Ciao.